Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahakodash. Giving double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Many salutations, blessings to you Akim that are laboring in truth and sincerity. And to you Akwath, you very few Akwath that are listening and learning in silence, I say Shalom. I have a clip that I'm going to play, speaking of the times that we're in. All right. As we know, this politician, I believe his name is Charlie Kirk, all right, was unalived, broad daylight in front of a mass audience. Okay. And we've been telling you, these are the beginning of sorrows. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not playing around. This is not, the first time that there's been a dictator, what we know as an oppressor, all right, being, knocked down in front of a crowd. Okay, but the Lord spoke of the perilous times to come to the masses of the people. All right, and our enemies being, placed with these curses. Okay, the scriptures speak about how the enemy, all right, will start catching the same flack that the tribes have been catching, and one of the main, things that you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans have been dealing with has been, the death by sword, throughout all the captivities. Okay, and this is not the norm for Esau, Edom, to be taken out, But now we're seeing it at an everyday level at these colleges, all right, these public venues, where the Lord is allowing this to take place, and these devils are distraught.
What is happened? That out? Wait, what happened? Charlie Kirk. Wait a minute, is this true?
Harvey and Charles, I found.
No. What happened?
There he is, right there.
Wait a minute, what happened? Is that him speaking?
And he just got shot.
Charlie Kirk?
Watch this. I mean, does this look like he gets shot?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, come on, let's...
Did Charlie Kirk get shot?
Start writing the story.
Mark's writing.
Hey, Jamie, one paragraph up.
Wait, is it?
Where is this?
We're not putting this up.
We are trying.
Where was it?
Utah. Not confirmed.
And from what we see, this is this picture says it all, man. The picture says 1,000 words, and the Lord said that He was gonna have the heathen in derision. Okay, Him laughing, and that's what's being talked about, on social media. No one's really showing much remorse. No one's really, no one really cares, man. And it's because this devil has been spewing hate, okay, going out, in front of these audiences, ultimately just to target you Jakes, man. You Jakes is symbolic for Jacob, all right, the tribes of Israel, the oppressed, all right, and these devils speak wickedly of oppression, and they're proud as hell, man. So does this surprise us? Not at all, all right, because the scorn, all right, the ridicule, all comes from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, the Lord is the one that declares these judgments on you devils, and He's going to do worse. This is small work.
Call the university right now. Can you call the police?
And Orem police.
Find out what police. Karumi, and all you guys,
Orem
find out
police.
what police department handles this area.
He always has security right there sitting next to Utah. What? I watched
Was this in Utah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's ready?
Jamie,
It
who's
looks like
writing?
upper body,
Mark's
like,
writing. Mark's writing.
it's definitely upper body.
So the Lord said that, all right, he was gonna do this thing, all right, at a fast rate. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24. In verse 7, it says, "The new wine mourneth, the vine languish, all the merry-hearted do sigh." And that's what we're seeing, you know. All things are coming to a halt in regards to mirth, and having a good old time in America. Living the American dream has become the American nightmare, you know. People can't afford a home, you know, especially these millennials. They're the main ones complaining, you know, about how their fathers are speaking about Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, all right, about how he's, you know, really left them hanging, you know, with his oppression, you know. It's really, you know, landed on their children, all right, and they're in debt, and there's a decline in growth in the economy. You know, and a lot of people are sighing and crying, and it's not because of the abominations that are done in the midst of America, but it's because they're unable to live that beautiful life that they love, man. You know, and it says, "The mirth of the tabret ceases, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth." And these are the things that we're telling you about, because when you you know, when you read the room and measure the times, you see that this devil ain't having a good old time like he was, say, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, all right, prior to this truth really breaking out and springing forth upon the four winds of the earth, where you have, for the most part, in almost every city, a prophet of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, singing this beautiful song. And whether it's sung, all right, in rhythm, spoken out of season, all right, there's even truth even coming out of some of these false prophets as regarding to us being the children of Israel, all right, the curses. And this song is being sung in the midst of the enemy, all right. So this enemy is not able to just go out to town and, you know, just go get some drinks and have a good old time. He's encountering, you know, the prophets of doom, all right, reporting, you know, hey, these judgments that the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is actually bringing, you know. So this is it's getting real. All right, it says, "They shall not drink wine with the song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it." And you know, that's really going into, you know, the enjoyment, you know, of America. You know, I was watching an interview with this devil Charlie Sheen, you know, and it really is a testimony to what the Lord is doing to the heathen, you know, about how they're not enjoying life. You know, they're really catching hell, you know. And due to the abomination and really the judgment that they've done to the Lord's flock, the apple of his eye, you know, is what's left them in this through and devastating state, man. And the prophets of old has spoke about this, all right? The prophets of old spoke about how the Lord was going to do this, all right? Declaring what was going to take place today, all right, aforetime. And now we're seeing this, all right, in our time. We're seeing this, all right, right before our own eyes, you know? And if you're not spiritual, you won't understand what's being done. All right, just like you had this woman that was unalived on the train. All right, and there was really no sense of a problem that they had, man. There was no argument. All right, the Lord is just doing things. Things are just happening, and we know why. All right, someone that has no understanding as regards to this truth will see that and say, what the hell would he do that for? All right, we know that these spirits are being raised up. Scriptures also speak about how Judah was going to be raised up in these last days. All right, on you heathen, and really the arrow is pointed at you devils, all right, for what you've done. All right, when Israel did you no harm, all right, you said raise it, and this is what the Lord, his help looks like. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, in verse 14. It says, fear not, thou worm. Salaki. We're going to go up a couple verses. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 11. It says, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. And that's what we're seeing, man. Embarrassed. The laughing stock of the earth. All right. The book of Psalms, the 2nd chapter, speaks about the Lord shall laugh. All right. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Okay. It says they shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Now, what other nation under the earth has been striving with Jacob, man? Since Esau and Jacob were in the womb, they've been, scrapping it out. Okay. And this devil has left, the tribes, hungry, starving. All right. And active as if nothing, happened. All right. It says, thou shalt seek them and shall not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. It's going to be forgotten about, man. I saw a title, all right, speaking about how a salamander is going to be more, or have more importance than Esau in the kingdom. And it's absolutely true. Okay. I didn't even really get to watch the video, but it's spiritual, man, to see that. I said, man, that's heavy. All right. It says, for I, the Lord, thy power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. And these are the ways that the Lord helps us. He's going to literally uproot each and every one of our oppressors. All right. From a large scale, even to the local government, to your mayors. Okay. To your CEOs. All right. The presidents. Lord is going to uproot each and every dictator above us. That's the beauty of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is he's going to reverse this captivity. Okay. It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, ye men of Israel, I will help thee, said the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, which is Yahushai. All right. The Redeemer. All right. So there's going to be, death. All right. There's going to be mourning in the streets. All right. And Esau is going to hate his life, because the scriptures speak about how we hate our life unto death. All right. So what more the heathen when the Heavenly Father really, all right, circles them, because there's going to be nowhere to hide, and, when you read the book of Isaiah, this is really going to these leaders. All right, these rich men. All right, there's going to be nothing you can do. All right, this is Isaiah 24:2, and it shall be as with the people. All right, each and every individual on the earth in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, that have been placing hell on the tribes, man. You about to catch hell. All right, it says, so with the priest as with the servant, so with his master as with the maid, so with his mistress as with the buyer, so with the seller as with the lender. All right. So all these men that have securities and money and bonds and stocks, that money is not going to be able to deliver you from what the Lord is going to bring. It says, so with the borrower as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. All right. The Lord is going to make sure, all right, you devils have no way out. You know, you used to buying your way out and, you know, bailing out. All right. And, you know, being pardoned, but you're not getting that pardon from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know, and these people, the spirit on these devils, all right, it's evident that they know something's up. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.